Although I believe season 2 will happen, here's hoping the next issue would announce the next season. Make it happen. This is the greatest chance of the Pillar's life. This is possibly the only shot they have left to kill Kokushibo. However, it wasn't the first time that a chance went unfulfilled. The last time it occurred was 400 years ago, in the most heated moment, right before the end result of do or die scenario. A backstory was unfolded in this compelling chapter. The last chapter left the fans on nerve with the chance of a lifetime from Genya taking a shot at Kokushibo. The wait is over, and the end result is fortunately not only pleasing, but gratifying. The last panel left me believing Kokushibo has deflected the bullets and Genya's opportunity has gone in vain. It sounds like an unnecessary cliffhanger, no, but that's where the twist comes in. The bullets enter Kokushibo's body. Despite the deflection, it's not enough, but simply harming him was never the intention. Genya has developed blood demon art and formed a tree to entrap Kokushibo. This is a great way to demonstrate his growth after consuming his flesh. The last chapter almost made me believe that he only repaired his gun and nothing else. This changed the thought for the best. It made sense for him to develop blood demon art as well as pull a similar trick as Kokushibo, combining a weapon with a demon flesh. Basically, Genya has created special bullets, and by God, he deserves MVP if they win from this. This leads to the greatest chance yet to defeat Kokushibo, all ready to cut him down for good. It's highly anticipating, like knowing one more hit will defeat the final boss in a video game. Sometimes I like to be wrong on prediction that can be easily predicted and result in low standard outcome. However, I like to believe that I'm not overthinking on certain aspects, like the writer and I are in the same page. Case in point, Kokushibo's train of thought. Throughout the battle, he hardly thinks anything negative, including a chance of losing. It is now that he acknowledged his feelings have grown into fear, something that disturbs him greatly. In other words, it was the writer's intention to have his mind filled with positivity, or rather, calm and unthreatened. This chapter is where his mind began to lose composure. That's when you know the pillars finally have a vantage point, and it's satisfying. Once they kill him, we can throw a parade. Sadly, we may have to wait for a while, because it's time for a backstory. With that said, it's a really interesting one. It takes place 400 years ago, the last moment of feeling any left of humanity. It's been 60 years in that Kokushibo has roamed around as a demon. It's at this moment where he stumbled upon his younger brother, Yorichi, the breath of the sun user, as an old man. Translation: these two are the brothers, the sun and moon brothers. Many have speculated that they must be related due to their design. Some fans, including myself, once believed Upper Moon 1 was the sun breather with the mark. This detail explained the familiar design, such as hairstyle and traditional clothing, as well as the contrast sun and moon. Yorichi's age is worth mentioning. Kokushibo already explained the mark will kill the user before passing 25. Yet his brother was alive and old at the time. To be precise, he's well over 80 years old. Perhaps this is who Himashima was referring to. It would explain why Kokushibo had a stirring feeling when it was mentioned. It is likely, since the breath of the sun is a lineage that one can read upon history. This could mean Tanjiro can survive if he were to inherit it before the age of 25. The question is, how? Yorichi said his final words to his brother. "My sympathies, my brother." Small words felt so strong, a bit emotional if you ask me. Interesting that this left Kokushibo confused. He reflects the uncharacteristic of his brother to draw any emotion. Based on his memory, he never shown emotion, had no such connection to show compassion. It has me wondering about his personality. what state he was prior to his final day. Was he distant to everyone? Was he hiding his feelings until this very moment? So many questions, and it's not even covering the aspect of his power, which shows in the next scene. Yoruichi prepared to draw his sword, more of a norm to his character. That's kind of sad when you think about it. I was ready to see an equal battle between the brothers, but what follow-ups shocked me. It was no equal battle, it's downright one-sided. It's not even a battle, it's one/defeat. Granted, Kokushibo remained alive, but he already gave in the thought that his time was here. That's incredible. We have seen in the present where it takes 4 pillars to slay him, but when it comes to his brother, it would have taken 2 without a struggle. What's worse is his brother was well past his prime. That's how you convince the fans how incredible a powerful character can be without resorting to shoving or go big on explosion. While it showcased the amazing Yoruichi, it also exposed the true color of Kokushibo. He was envious of his brother. His brother was treated and seen like a gifted man, a second coming if you may call him. The fact he lived through past age 80 with the mark is already telling enough. Come to think of it, this would explain Kokushibo's interest when he met with Kaigaku. They shared a similar superior complex, though with Kaigaku, is more of treated equal with the so-called inferior. It could be a coincidence, but who knows? As noted earlier, Kokushibo was ready to die, but his brother died as he remained standing, left before ending his brother. What a great panel shot with a strong narration. It's quite a sad moment. Yoruichi died of old age right before he finished the job. Have he had 1 ounce of life in him to complete? The event today would have never happened. Yesterday's problem became today's nightmare. Crazy or not, this feels like blessing in disguise. However, at the very least, he didn't have to kill his brother, who he has shown empathy. We don't know much of their history, but perhaps in due time. Sure, killing him there would set him free, but it's still tragic nonetheless. This was a really interesting chapter that answered some questions, but hopefully received more. The beginning was compelling with the chance of a lifetime to defeat Upper Moon 1 with a satisfying outcome from the last chapter's cliffhanger. The backstory was interesting and sad. It finally made clear unquestionable designs and characteristics, as well as establishing Kokushibo's old feelings of envy. The last page was great, seeing a strong man standing still even after death. Not to mention, it proves that a strong man can cry. Where do we go from here? It's hard to say. It is 400 years late, but hopefully the pillars can finish where Yoruichi left off. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. The next chapter is going to have a color page and a front cover of the magazine. That sounds like it's a massive hype for the next chapter. Whether that means this is the end of the battle? Will there be a shocking twist? Or will there be more backstory? What direction do you want to see? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.